Okay, so we just got back from Georgia. Down there at Barnyard Bees, I picked up a nuke of bees from them. Nucleus colony of bees. And there they are. Gonna install them here. 10 frame hive body here. Got a couple old frames. Honey. Gonna give them just for something to have to eat. Still don't have much nectar flow on right now, so I'm gonna have to feed them a little bit. For the beginning beekeepers, this here is called a hive body. It's a deep hive body, 9 5/8 inches deep. These are your frames here. Got 10 frames in each of these. I used on here, you can see the difference between the bear pine and this is just linseed oil. It has no odor at all or anything. It's gonna offend the bees. This is foundation, plastic foundation in there. That's what I'm gonna put these frames of honey right on the outside. That way, might encourage them to draw the other frames out that are in between. Another very important thing is to always have your smoker lit and keep it lit the whole time you're working on bees, even if you don't think you're gonna need it. For smoker fuel, I just use like a bunch of leaves, straw, pine needles, sometimes old jeans, or any cotton material that you don't want anymore. You can use that too. But you just start by feeding a little bit of it in there. Get it started up going. Take a little more in. And then, once it's going good, you're going to pack it right. There we go. Nice, thick, cool, white smoke. That's what you want. Thick, cool, white smoke. Just like that. That's perfect. And there you go. And while you're working, make sure you give it a puff every once in a while to make sure it doesn't go out. Alright, they're pretty calmed down now from the ride. Pretty calmed down. They're still a little aggravated, but so talk loud. Still a little bit of smoke in the front. Just a little. No. There's smoke in the front. Here a little. Oh yeah, they're hot. They're hot. I mean, I've had some hot bees before, and these are pretty cool ones.
Yeah.
They just took a long ride. I mean, it's not driving through the mountains here in Tennessee. It's switchbacks back and forth the whole way. So, okay, so we're going to go up in here now and take a look and see what's going on. You can see there, I used the lid from the nuke as a little ramp. I dumped out the rest that were in the box. They're crawling up the ramp and into the hive. You can see they're all flying around this whole area, trying to basically orient to their new home. They're going to fly. They're probably going to do this all evening until it gets, they're probably going to do this all evening until it gets cold and they have to go back in for the night. But they'll keep coming in and out of the box, fly around a little bit, and they'll keep traveling a little bit further from the hive every time they come out. They have no staying attentions or anything like that. They're just checking me out. Got one right here on my finger now. Just sitting here. So, yeah. Everything went as planned, like I said. It's very important that you get yourself some, if you're planning on starting beekeeping. I just read a book. The first book I got was called The Rooftop Beekeeper, and when I read it 2 times through before I could even get my hands on another book. Because it was very, very informative, and it really gives you an idea of what you're looking at. But the best thing you can do is find someone that keeps bees and ask them if you can come check it out. Get your hands in the hive and see what it's all about. Well, we're wrapping this up. Take a look at them there. They're all right there near the entrance. They know that's their new home. You take a look at what I have here for a hive stand. I just took some cinder block. 2 of them on each end, and I put some of that fence post material across, pressure treated fence post material across. See it down there? And you want your hive body going from this side over to here, this way, side to side, it has to be level. Front to back, you want a couple degrees tilted forward to let any water out. So to get it level side to side, I had to add a little 1-inch cinder block in between the 2 blocks right there to pick this end up to get level across. If you don't have your box level, the bees will draw the comb crooked, because that's how they have an internal something in their bodies that lets them know where level is, and that's how they draw their comb. But yeah, I couldn't be happier with the way things turned out. Still a few bees clinging to the nuke box that I picked them up in. Not many at all, maybe 100 or less. So that means most of them are in the box. And you can see them here, coming and going from the front of the box there, fanning near the entrance. See their butts up in the air there, fanning, and that's letting the rest of the bees know where the queen is. She's in there. They have brood in there, food and brood, so they will stay. Okay, so here we are a couple days later after we installed bees. I'm coming here today to I made a couple batches, couple gallons of simple syrup to feed the bees, because they have no comb in there at all right now, because they're a brand new colony. I took a bunch of frames and I rubbed wax on them with a block of pure beeswax that I had gotten from a friend. I'm gonna put that on top so they have more room to grow, and this sugar syrup will give them the feed they need to draw out all the comb while they're waiting for the nectar flow to hit. When the nectar flow hits, I want them to have enough of a start to where they could just really get going on expanding the colony. So I just got a simple Hive-Top feeder here. It holds a couple gallons probably of syrup. The bees come in through this gap. They go down this screen. That way they don't drown. They can drink as it goes down. They can reach all the way to the bottom. Drink it all right to the last drop. As far as that goes, that's pretty much it. They're coming and going here from the front entrance. Today's a nice warm day. And they come and go. In and out, in and out. Lots of pollen I see coming in on their legs. That's a good sign. That's what they need to rear brood. Pollen and nectar. Okay, so I'm all finished now. As you can see, the hive is now 2 stories, the brood box, and on top is a top feeder. I also always put a ratchet strap around my hives to hold the lid on, even though I have a block on top there. That it's just never, you can never be too sure. You do not want the wind to take and blow your lid off, and then have, once the lid comes off, then it's exposed to all the weather. So just better to be safe than sorry. They're only about $3 or $4 each. It's a cheap piece of security for me. But just hopefully this inspires people to get out there and try to keep bees, or at least try to find somebody nearby in their neighborhood that has bees so they can go check them out. Thanks.
This is me. This is so funny.